I just wanted to introduce and explain lead grades. So if we take our set of pencils, we will see that each one is identified by a number and a letter. In other cases, it can also be only a number depending on the system. And these letters and numbers tell us the lead grade of each pencil. In simple terms, they do indicate how much hard and dark a pencil is. The normal one that we usually use at school or at work is the HB1, which is the standard lead grade for writing. Okay, so going back into the letters, the H stands for hard and the B for black. As you can see here, B pencils are progressively darker depending on the number that precedes the letter B. So for example, the 8B pencil will be darker than the 2B pencil, while H pencils are progressively lighter depending on the letter that precedes the letter H. So for example, a 5H pencil will be lighter than a 2H pencil. In our case, we do not have H pencils since we got the small set, since I usually don't use them that much for my drawings. Anyway, another difference between hard and soft pencils is that the texture of the paper will be more evident with soft pencils, as you can see here. And I would say that the most thing that I like about the pencils that tends to be hard is that they are smudge resistant, but when you use them I would recommend to not put a lot of pressure, since then it will be really hard to erase it without leaving a trace on your paper, which is something really bad. And on the other side we have soft pencils that even if they are darker than the hard ones, they usually don't let a trace after erasing them. Obviously, in all cases, it's always better to start with light strokes to avoid any possible trace on the paper after erasing, especially during the sketching part. Anyway, when it comes to shading, you will tend to use soft pencils, the B ones, other than the H ones, since they are perfect to add contrast to your drawing. Also, something that I really like about pencils compared to liners is that you can also vary the pressure of the same pencil with the same lead grade to have different values, like we can see here for each one, which is something really great. And this is the reason why I think that you don't have to take a big set of pencils to make a good artwork. You can really do great things using this set of pencils that contains 6 pencils with different lead grade that I reported on this paper. So now we can move on to the shading part.